You can make six figures and still never build real wealth, and it's not because you're bad with money. There are invisible traps, both in your head and in the system around you, that are engineered to keep you exactly where you are. Today we're breaking down exactly what those traps are, and more importantly, how you get out. Here's the strange thing. The middle class today often earns more in real dollars than any generation before it. Yet net worth growth for this group has stalled compared to the wealthy. That tells us something important. This isn't purely an income problem. It's a systems problem. Earning more money doesn't automatically create more wealth if the structure around that money is broken. So before we talk solutions, we need to understand the traps clearly, because most people are stuck without even realizing they're in a maze. The first trap is behavioral, and it's the most common one: lifestyle creep. Every time income rises, spending quietly rises with it: a bigger apartment, a nicer car, more takeout. It doesn't feel reckless in the moment. It feels like a reward for working hard. But the result is that the gap between income and expenses never widens, no matter how much you earn. Wealth isn't built from what you make. It's built from the gap you protect between what you make and what you spend. The second trap is relying on one income stream, your job, for 100% of your financial life. This makes you fragile. If that paycheck stops, everything stops. It also caps your upside because your income is limited by your employer's ceiling, not your own ability to create value. The middle class stays middle class partly because their entire financial identity is tied to a single, replaceable source of income. The third trap is psychological: fear of the market. Many people in the middle class keep the bulk of their savings in cash or low-yield accounts because investing feels risky or confusing. But here's the hard truth: inflation guarantees that idle cash loses value every single year. The real risk isn't market volatility, it's decades of not being invested at all. This single hesitation quietly costs people hundreds of thousands of dollars over a lifetime. Now let's talk structure. The financial system profits when you carry debt. Car loans, credit cards, buy now, pay later. These products are marketed as normal, even responsible, parts of adult life. But consumer debt is a direct tax on your future income. Every dollar going to interest is a dollar that can never compound for you. The middle class is often financially fine on paper, but structurally leaking money every month through debt payments that build someone else's wealth, not theirs. Here's a structural trap most people never learn. The tax code rewards asset ownership, not labor. Wages are taxed the moment you earn them, at some of the highest effective rates. Capital gains, business income, and real estate get preferential treatment. So if all your income comes from a paycheck, you are structurally taxed more heavily than someone earning through assets, even if you make the same amount. This is a huge, quiet reason wealth compounds faster for asset owners than for employees. So how do you escape? The first shift is mental. Stop asking how much do I make and start asking how many assets do I own. Automate investing before spending, so the gap lifestyle creep usually gets locked away first. Even 10 to 20% of income automatically invested changes your trajectory over a decade. Next, start building a second income stream, even a small one: freelancing, a side business, dividend income. This breaks single income dependency and starts shifting some of your earnings into the lower taxed asset category. At the same time, aggressively eliminate high-interest debt, because paying it off is a guaranteed tax-free return you can't get anywhere else. If you take one thing from this video, do this. Open an investment account, if you don't already have one, and set up an automatic transfer the day after payday, even if it's small. That single system change reverses the default. Instead of investing what's left over, you spend what's left over after investing. That one flip is how people quietly leave the middle class trap, one automatic transfer at a time. The middle class doesn't stay middle class because people aren't smart or hardworking. It's because the system defaults to keeping them there unless they build a better one. Now you know the traps, and you know the moves. If this video gave you a new way to see your money, subscribe for more breakdowns on money systems, investing and building real wealth, and I'll see you in the next one.